Hello. Yes, hi. How are you? Happy Halloween. Hello. It's a nice day at fair. Oh, hey. Welcome, lords and ladies, sprites and spirits, rogues and roustabouts. Here we are all together with another amazing DRF show ahead of us. The weather here in Awesome Town today is perfect. High clouds, sunshine. It is a excellent day for fair. How about where you are? How is the weather? What kind of garb is it? Is it a cloak and furs day or more of a chainmail bikini day? Is it a cold lemonade day or more of a hot mulled wine day? Please let us know down below in the comments. So, I am Madame Onca, the hardest working woman in show business. I am your hostess for the day. You may know me from Ren Fairs, fairy festivals, steampunk events. I time travel around. It is my pleasure to be with you here for the October edition of DRF. Now, Digital Ren Faire strives to keep you connected to the Ren Fest experience, bringing high-quality Renaissance fair entertainment right into your home. DRF also aims to support the livelihood of Renaissance fair performers in these very uncertain times, and to that end, digital tip jars have been provided for each of our performers below. So just think of the tip jars as trick or treat. The artists do the trick, death-defying stunt, body song, zany story, and you have the option to provide the treat. All that money goes directly to our performers. We do want to thank you all for showing up week after week, supporting the arts and making all of this possible. It's not a party without you. And since it is a party, I wore my party clothes. I dressed as a glamour witch. What are you wearing? Wizard, mad scientist, unicorn onesie with a lightsaber? By all means, show us what you've got going on down in the comments. Give us the news. No, really, as performers, we miss the interaction with audiences. We miss you. We'd love to hear from you. We have a whole promenade of performers planned for you today. A cavalcade of cleverness, as it were, coming at you shortly. You like songs? We got them. You like danger? We got that too. Our DRF Halloween show has a little bit of everything. Let the spirit of fair move you today and all year long. Please support DRF at patreon.com/Digital Ren Faire. The link should appear below. Patreon gifts include access to our exclusive encore series, snazzy t-shirts, juicy shout-outs, writs of patronage, your name in the credits, all that good stuff. You want to check into it and support all the artists if you can. And drink more water. But anyway, as I'm a bit of a tarot artist and card reader, no fair day is complete without a bit of fortune telling. So let us ask the cards about our first performer today. Oh, this is going to be good. Yes. Our next act plays music from across time and all around the world. Let yourself be carried away on a time travel vacation, introducing the mystical, magical, marvel. Enter the Coal Black Rose.
Good day, lords and ladies.
Good day.
Welcome, and thank you for having us here this beautiful, beautiful day at the Digital Ren Faire. We are Coal Black Rose, and we're very, very happy to be here performing for you today. Now, I'd like to give a shout out to the Patreon members who support this Digital Ren Faire. Thank you very much. And this song is for you. A gypsy love song, if you will.
Oh.
Thank you. And thank you, Patreon members, for your support at this Digital Ren Faire. Well, if you have not guessed it, we at Coal Black Rose, we love Beautiful Macabre. And this next song is an example of such. It's an original tune. It's called The Abbey's Garden. it grows at night. The spirit of my lover blooms tonight. Rose in the moonlight, rose black as gold, rose in the moonlight, and in the Abbey's garden it does grow. Rose in the moonlight, rose black as gold, rose in the moonlight, and in the Abbey's garden it does grow. In the Abbey's garden it does grow. Oh, thank you very, very much, lords and ladies. Wait. It's time for a dance tune.
Oh.
If you can keep up. We call this one Gypsy Rhythm number 3. Faster. What do you think? Faster. Oh, yeah. Smoking. Breaks over. Faster. 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 Oh, huzzah, huzzah.
I would really say that I get paid by the note right now, but
We get paid? Speaking of, you can donate to the addresses either up there or down there. I'm not sure, but It'll be Venmo at Chris Puente or PayPal at Puente Music.
Yes.
Or you can find us on the interwebs at coalblackrose.com. Oh, how about another love song?
I love love.
my stress, told me my head. On TV, my corazón on TV, my corazón. Oh, thank you very much,
Good
ladies and
fun,
ladies.
Captain.
Yeah, she loves to hear my voice just ring out till I'm running out of it. Well, lords and ladies, how about we get Aaron to sing a song?
How about you're out of voice?
Now, we all know how folk tradition works. Somebody does something in one way at a certain place in time or a certain point in history, and it's a good thing, so people like it, and they continue to do this thing. And by the time it reaches way over here, down the timeline scale, it's basically the same thing, but maybe a little bit different.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to give an example of this folk tradition by playing two tunes that may be connected. And they definitely are now.
That's right.
We're going to play, what we're going to do for you, we're going to play the score of Goddesses. Now, we all know Goddesses from the Playford Songbook. But what we're going to get Erin Marie here to do for you is to sing a little more contemporary version of what this song has turned into after a few hundred years. Skip over the pond, through the mountains, around the woods, to Shady Grove we'll go. Yes, indeed. Well, I'll make you a deal.
I love
But yeah, I'll
deals.
play you a deal. Have we got a deal for you? Lords and ladies, yes, the name of this next song is indeed The Deal.
It's It's in D?
Actually, it's an egg minor. Okay. I made a deal with the devil. Devil said to sew me a pillow to rest my head, rest my tired, weary head. I made a deal with the devil. Okay.
That's another original by the captain, by the way.
True story or
It's a
guilty.
true story.
The other way. Speaking of true stories and original tunes, this next song was a couple years in the making, and it's also both a true story and an original tune. Oh, this is Salome. Thank you. Well, that was Salome. And how about another dance tune? This one may be familiar for some of you younger ones out there. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Nature. thank you very much. Well, do we have time for one more song? Would you like to hear one more song?
Woo!
Well,
100 more.
good. Well, how about we settle? We compromise. We'll do one more, but that one will be 100. Cantiga 100. That Cantiga 100.
Oh, you mean every 10th Cantiga is dedicated to the Virgin Mary, Cantiga 100?
Tell me more.
Well, there's a collection of songs that come from us from King Alfonso, and who had a very eclectic court. He had European and Jewish and Arab musicians all in his court, and recorded some of the most amazing music, and so many songs they had to number them. So this is Cantiga 100.
Thank you very much. We are Cold Black Rose of Lena Wigland and Cost. I am Chris Puente. I'm very happy to be here for you. Remember, find us at coldblackrose.com. You can donate your tips. This is how we are all making our livings right now at Venmo /Chris Puente or PayPal /Puente Music. We are Cold Black Rose. Thank you very much for having us.
Welcome back, my friends. I hope you have been enjoying the festivities. Now, I propose a holiday toast to the performers and their feats of artistry. Grab your glass. A toast. A greeting to the goblin hordes who make our evenings totes adorb. May wolves and fays and grinning cats, owls and sprites and sable bats and wicked witches merry be with joyous revels, wild and free. A toast to revels wild and free. Huzzah! During the weeks of late autumn, the veil between the worlds grows ever more thin. With travel between the realms of humans, spirits, and fairies on the rise, you need a skilled intermediary. Please welcome the human ambassador to the world of fairy, the one, the only, Jeremiah Wiggins.
Welcome. We are coming up on what most humans would refer to as Halloween, and most fairies would refer to as Samhain. The time when the veil between the fairy world and the mortal world is the thinnest. A time of light and shadow. A time of fairies and vampires. A time of suckers and providers. Tell you the tale of suckers and providers. Now once there's this sucker by the name of Alicia. She is not a sucker of an ordinary kind. She's a vampire. Not only a vampire, but a vampire siren princess. How can be a combination? All she's got to do is sing out her siren song, gentles heartstrings, they prick up. And that's not all that pricks up now. They follow the trail of her voice, down beneath the tower where they wait like puppets. And then she drops her glass rose. It's always caught. On cue, never missed. And then a fight ensues, and he who wins the right comes to the door and knocks. Her voice rings down. Past the mobiles made of men. Come past the trophies of lovers past. Come across the shards of glass of lovers who dropped the rose before to a bedside manor, where she sucks them dry. Tonight, however, is different. Alone in a grove, there sits a woodcutter, whittling, shh, shh, shh. Well, apparently, he has not heard her siren song. This has never happened before. This makes her very angry. She takes that glass rose, she throws it with all of her might. Shh, 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 shh. He doesn't even bother to look up. Makes her want him all the more. She waits. White dwarf ball. Most achieving eve. Only happens when a star falls to earth. There in the glen, fairies and vampires, they dance together in masquerade. And just none can tell. Just who are the suckers and who are the providers. Sometimes the suckers, they get sucked in providing. Providers get sucked into sucking. None can tell which is which. She waits this moment, and there is sitting in the crook of the tree. Glass, rose, all pasted together with free sap. Slotjaw smile on his face, hazel eyes all glazed black. He's just like all the others, a puppet. All you have to do is play his games to pull his strings. All right, puppet, come. She pulls his strings all night long, gazing into his hazelnut eyes and slotjaw smile, and then she pulls him back. Come past the mobiles made of men. Come past the trophies of lovers past. come across the shards of glass of lovers that dropped the rose before to a bedside manor, where he rose with her, and he gives her his seed. Well, it seemed like victory. This is the point when she sucks him dry. But no, it's not. You see, it's not true that vampires don't have reflections. For every sucker, there's a provider. For every provider, there's a sucker. So it is that fairies are the reflections of vampires. Fairies may dance with vampires. Doesn't mean they approve. Fairy woodcutter, bid whittling. What is even whittling? Named of stake as we would suppose, but a changeling, unelven, warden, magical, puppet. So those hazelnut eyes, hazelnuts, that slot-jaw smile, a slot-jaw, and he did not go instead. She rolled and lay with a puppet. We know vampires fit of wood, how a stick the heart will surely slay. We know we ask, eh? Would he? No. He didn't run her through with his would he? No. He gave her his seed. Slow death, like the child of a tree that developed within her undead womb year after year after year, slowly splitting her apart. And she can still hear the scream that came off that puppet lover's face as he screamed off with his slot-jaw smile, Saga! And such is the undoing of one. Got one more for you, and I think I will tell you my favorite Middle Eastern horror story. Well, Abu Hassan was a wealthy and prosperous merchant. He had himself many wives. Now the wife he favoured the most was Abu Nadia. She spent little time throughout the day eating. Curious habit. She spent most of the time underneath the shadow of a tree, picking at the carcass of a bird. He wondered. One night, he woke and he saw she was not at her bedside. He waited. She returned, wiping her lips with a smile of satisfaction that rivaled no other. His curiosity was aroused. Next night he followed, bells on her ankles, through the streets of Baghdad, through a bazaar, into a cemetery, and down below into a tomb. In that tomb there was laid a table for a family of five. The family of five upon the table. To say Abu Hassan was a little betrayed, that would be to put it mildly. The next night, as they were having dinner, dates. Do you have stomach for dates? There have been more dates. Couscous. There have been more couscous. Sweetmeats. Flesh of antelope. Perhaps you would prepare the flesh of the dead. They say, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Fie upon it. Hell hath no fury like a woman found out. She was upon him, lashing her ghoulish claws, but he was ready with his jaw by a knife, and he carved her to pieces. The next night, though, she crawled back all mangled, crawled beneath the sheets, made a mockery of their former love. What horrified Hassan the most throughout the entire encounter, he had a smile on his face, and he didn't move. The next morning, humiliated he was, he resolved he would destroy her. He found her father, told her what she was. He was a scholar. He spent all of his time buried in books. Know his daughter fully he did not. But as he was a scholar, he was a sorcerer. He knew how to deal with ghouls. They waited there by the window with jars of oil and torches of flame. And when the ghoul wife came in to meet her husband, they dosed her and they cast her alight. And they took her ashes down to the Tigris River to separate them, to make certain they would not reform. Now, there are those that will go to the Tigris River to purify themselves in the water. They thought perhaps this was a risk to send the ashes of a ghoul downstream in a place of purification, but then they reasoned that evil was the ultimate agent of purification by the tests and trials that provides. So perhaps it is well the ashes of Nadia wash through many of us today. Happy Halloween.
Our next wild, wacky, witty act is guaranteed to get you out into the fresh air, get you grounded, and leave you resting in peace. You know, with cheerful songs about death. Please welcome our favorite gravedigger, Phillip Hole.
Well, good morrow, lords and ladies, gentlefolk, all good to see thee this fine day, and welcome to my humble little hovel. Yes, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Phillip Hole. Ta-da! Yes, I happen to be the finest gravedigger here in the entire Shire of Stirling. In sooth, I am the only gravedigger here in the Shire of Stirling, but I suppose that does make me the best. One might also argue that it may make me the worst, but we'll have none of that today. You see, especially because as I age, I grow weary with the labour of being a gravedigger. My arms, they tire easily, and my back, it doth ache. So I have decided I wish to better my station, and to do so I have decided I wish to become appointed the Queen's own minstrel. However, in order to become the Queen's own minstrel, I need to be noticed by the Queen. So, I have struck upon a many-faceted plan to be noticed by Her Majesty. Yes, first of all, whenever thou shouldst hear my name spoken, either by myself or anyone else in this shire, kindly respond with a hearty ta-da! That will act as something to get the Queen's attention and hopefully bring attention to me. The other part of my plan to become appointed the Queen's minstrel is to specialise in the type of music I sing. And as any good minstrel will tell thee, thou shouldst always sing about what thou dost knowest best. Try saying that 3 times fast with wooden teeth first thing in the morning. Now, since I am the gravedigger here in this shire, I have decided to specialise in songs about death. And this is one of my favourites. Look at the coffin, bloody gold handle. Isn't it grand, boys, to be bloody well dead? Let's not have a sniffle. Let's have a bloody good cry. And always remember, the longer you live, the sooner you bloody well die. Look at the flowers, all bloody withered. Isn't it grand, boys, to be bloody well dead? Let's not have a sniffle. Let's have a bloody good cry. And always remember, the longer you live, the sooner you bloody well die. And look at the friar, bits. Isn't it grand, boys, to be bloody well dead? Let's not have a sniffle. Let's have a bloody good cry. And always remember, the longer you live, the sooner you bloody well die. Yes, always remember, the longer you live, the sooner you bloody well die. I thank thee, I thank thee. Now, that's one form of a song that I like to sing. However, I also like to sing about other things, as I like to sing songs of adventure and death. And in my varied repertoire, I also include songs of romance and death. And and I love to sing drinking songs and death. Yeah, this happens to be a song of municipal improvement and death. Oh, they're moving father's grave to build a sewer. They're moving him regardless of expense. They're moving his remains to put in 5-inch drains to irrigate some High Lord's residence, his residence. Oh, now what's the sense in having a religion if when you die your troubles never cease? If some High Lord or Lady wants a pipeline to their privy, they'll never let a yeoman rest in peace. Rest in peace. Now in his lifetime father never was a quitter, and I'm sure that he won't be a quitter now. For when the job's complete, he will haunt that privy seat and only let them go when he'll allow, when he'll allow. Oh, now won't this cause some bleeding consternation? And won't those lords and ladies rant and rave? But it's more than they deserve for having the bleeding nerve to muck about an English yeoman's grave. Well, of course, before one is in the grave, before one actually even has a funeral, quite often there's a celebration, as it were, where many things are consumed. And this happens to be a song about one of my favorite beverages, called whiskey. Oh, whiskey is the life of man. Whiskey, Johnny, always was since the world began. Whiskey for me, Johnny, oh. Whiskey, 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 oh. Up fell off this yard must go. Rise her up from down below. Now whiskey killed me, old grandpa. Whiskey, Johnny. Whiskey killed me, dear grandma. Whiskey for me, Johnny, oh. Whiskey, 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 oh. Up fell off this yard must go. Rise her up from down below. Now whiskey killed me, dear old dad. Whiskey, Johnny, killed me, mother, made me sad. Whiskey for me, Johnny, oh. Whiskey, 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 oh. Up fell off this yard must go. Rise her up from down below. Whiskey killed me, sister Sister Sue, whiskey, Johnny, whiskey killed me brother too. Whiskey for me, Johnny, oh, whiskey, 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 oh, up aloft this yard must go, rise her up from down below. For whiskey killed me brother Ben, whiskey, Johnny, but I'll drink whiskey again and again. Whiskey for me, Johnny, oh, whiskey, 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 oh, up aloft this yard must go, rise her up from down below. Well, it's whiskey in and whiskey out, whiskey, Johnny, whiskey's what I'm all about. Whiskey for me, Johnny, oh, whiskey, 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 oh, up aloft this yard must go, rise her up from down below. Well, it's whiskey out and whiskey in, whiskey, Johnny, spilling whiskey is a sin. Whiskey for me, Johnny, oh, whiskey, 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 oh, up aloft this yard must go, rise her up from down below. It's whiskey in and whiskey up, whiskey, Johnny, whiskey to fill up the cup. Whiskey for me, Johnny, oh, whiskey, 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 oh, up aloft this yard must go, rise her up from down below. It's whiskey down and whiskey up, whiskey, Johnny, whiskey with my dinner sup. Whiskey for me, Johnny, oh, whiskey, 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 oh, up aloft this yard must go, rise her up from down below. Oh, it's whiskey up and whiskey down, whiskey, Johnny, whiskey all around this town. Whiskey for me, Johnny, oh, whiskey, 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 oh, up aloft this yard must go, rise her up from down below. Oh, whiskey gave me a great big nose, whiskey, Johnny, whiskey made me sell me clothes. Whiskey for me, Johnny, oh, whiskey, 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 oh, up aloft this yard must go, rise her up from down below. For when whiskey gets too near me nose, whiskey, Johnny, I tips her up and down she goes. For me, Johnny, oh, whiskey, 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 oh, up aloft this yard must go, rise her up from down below. I wish I knew where whiskey grew, whiskey, Johnny, I'd eat the leaves and the branches too. Whiskey for me, Johnny, oh, whiskey, 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 oh, up aloft this yard must go, rise her up from down below. Whiskey, 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 oh, up aloft this yard must go, rise her up from down below. I thank thee, I thank thee. Well, one of the places that one consumes many of these adult beverages, and one of my favorite places to do it, is at a good old Irish wake. Tim Finnegan lived in Walking Street, a gentle Irishman, mighty odd. He'd a terrible brogue, so rich and sweet, and to rise in the world he carried a hod. But Tim was born with a tippling way, with a love for the liquor, poor Tim was born. To help him on his way each day, he'd a drop the crater every morn. Whack for your down, now dance to your partner, wilt the floor your trotters shake. Wasn't it the truth I told you? Lots of fun at Finnegan's wake. Well, one morning Tim was rather full, his head was heavy which made him shake. He fell from the ladder and he broke his skull. Then they carried him home, his corpse to wake. Well, they laid him out on a nice clean sheet, they rolled him out upon the bed. Put a gallon of whiskey at his feet and a gallon of porter at his head. Whack for you down, now dance to your partner, wilt the floor your trousers shake. Wasn't it the truth I told you? Lots of fun at Finnegan's wake. Well, his friends assembled for the wake and Mrs. Finnegan called for lunch. First they brought in tea and cake, then pipes, tobacco and whiskey punch. Biddy O'Brien began to cry, such a nice clean corpse did you ever see? Timothy, why did you die? Hold your gob, said Paddy McGee. Whack for your dad, now dance the partner, well the floor, your trumpet shake. Wasn't it the truth? I told you, lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. Well, Maggie O'Connell took up the job. Well, Biggie, you see you're wrong, I'm sure. Well, Biggie, she gave her a belt in the gob and left her sprawling on the floor. Then the war did soon engage. 'Twas woman to woman and man to man. Shillelagh law was all the rage, and a row and a ruction soon began. Whack for your dad, now dance to your partner, welt the floor, your trumpet shake. Wasn't it the truth? I told you, lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. Mickey Maloney raised his head when a bottle of whiskey flew at him. Whoosh! It missed and fallen on the bed, the liquor scattered over Tim. Tim revived, see how he rises. Timothy's rising from the bed. Water your whiskey down like blazes. Damn it now, man, do you think I'm dead? Whack for your dad, now dance to your partner, welt the floor, your trumpet shake. Wasn't it the truth? I told you, lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. I thank thee. Of course, you know, Finnegan, he ended up getting a little of his own back not long after, on the night that Paddy Murphy died. Oh, the night that Paddy Murphy died was a night I'll never forget. Some of the lads been drinking and they ain't got sober yet. As long as a bottle was passed around, everyone was gay. Oh, Leary brought the bagpipe, the music for to play. Oh, that's how they showed their success for Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and shame and winked at one another. Every drinking house was full the night Paddy Murphy died. Mrs. Murphy sat in the corner pouring out her grief. Kelly and his gang of thieves came roaring down the street. They broke into an empty room and a bottle of whiskey stole. They put that bottle on the corpse to keep the whiskey cold. Oh, that's how they showed their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and shame and winked at one another. Every drink in the house was full the night Paddy Murphy died. Now everything was going well, there was no need for prayer. Mrs. Murphy said she'd wait till all the gang were there. All the things that ever made me shake and quake with fear. They took the ice right off the corpse just to chill the beer. That's how they showed their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and shame and winked at one another. Every drink in the house was full the night Paddy Murphy died. Now everyone was merry, there was no ill at all. Till Finnegan told Flanagan, you've got an awful gall. I thought that might start a row, and sure enough it did. For Flanagan had carved his name upon the coffin lid. That's how they showed their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and shame and winked at one another. Every drink in the house was full the night Paddy Murphy died. Then the fight was on, everyone was in. Someone knocked the whiskers off poor old Darby Flynn. Dirty Andy Burt was there, and what do you think he done? He stood the corpse right on its head just to see the fun. That's how they showed their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and shame and winked at one another. Every drink in the house was full the night Paddy Murphy died. Well, someone asked old Finnegan if anyone had died. Louis said, I'm not quite sure, I just came for the ride. They started off for the graveyard, all holy and sublime. Found out when they got there, they had left the corpse behind. That's how they showed their respect for Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and shame and winked at one another. Every drink in the house was full the night Paddy Murphy died. Yes, every drink in the house was full the night Paddy Murphy died. Oh, every drink in the house was full the night Paddy Murphy died. I thank thee, thou art most kind, yes. I think at this point in time, I should like to sing a song about a man who was foolish enough to send his wife off with the devil without having had the benefit of killing her first. There was an old farmer who lived on the hill. There he's living there still. Hi-fi, diddle-hi-fi, diddle-hi-diddle-hi-day. The devil went up to that farmer one day, saying, one of your kin I must take away. Hi-fi, diddle-hi-fi, diddle-hi-diddle-hi-day. Well, please don't take me eldest son, for there's work on the farm that must be done. Hi-fi, diddle-hi-fi, diddle-hi-diddle-hi-day. You can take my nagging wife, she's been a curse most all of my life. Hi-fi, diddle-hi-fi, diddle-hi-diddle-hi-day. So the devil took the old woman over his back and he started off for hell with a clickety-clack. Hi-fi, diddle-hi-fi, diddle-hi-diddle-hi-day. He got her on down to the gates of hell, saying, stoke up the fire, boys, scorch her well. Hi-fi, diddle-hi-fi, diddle-hi-diddle-hi-day. Along came a devil with a ball in her chain. She kicked off her slipper and kicked out his brains. Hi-fi, diddle-hi-fi, diddle-hi-diddle-hi-day. Two little devils went peeking around the door. She kicked off her slipper, killed 99 more. Hi-fi, diddle-hi-fi, diddle-hi-diddle-hi-day. 10 little devils went climbing up the wall, saying, take her back, Daddy, she'll murder us all. Hi-fi, diddle-hi-fi, diddle-hi-diddle-hi-day. The old man woke up, looked at a crack, saying, oh my God, he's bringing her back. Hi-fi, diddle-hi-fi, diddle-hi-diddle-hi-day. Well, she ran upstairs and he hid under the bed, and she pulled him out by the hair of his head. Hi-fi, diddle-hi-fi, diddle-hi-diddle-hi-day. The devil said he and your wife sounded well. If I'd kept her any longer, she'd have torn up hell. Hi-fi, diddle-hi-fi, diddle-hi-diddle-hi-day. He said, I've been a devil all of my life, but I've never been in hell till I met your wife. Hi-fi, diddle-hi-fi, diddle-hi-diddle-hi-day. Well, this only shows what a woman can do. She can beat the devil and her husband too. Hi-fi, diddle-hi-fi, diddle-hi-diddle-hi-day. And this only shows women better than men, 'cause she can go down to hell and come back again. Hi-fi, diddle-hi-fi, diddle-hi-diddle-hi-day. I said, hi-fi, diddle-hi-fi, diddle-hi-diddle-hi-day. Well, right now I should like to sing a song of adventure and death. There were two lofty ships sent from England, they set sail. Blow high, blow low, so sailed we. One was the Prince of Luther and the other Prince of Wales. Cruising down the coast, high Barbary. Aloft, aloft, now our jolly boatswain cried. Blow high, blow low, so sailed we. Look ahead, look astern, and look aweather, look alee. Cruising down the coast of high Barbary. There's naught upon our stern, and there's naught upon our lee. Blow high, blow low, so sail we. But there's a lofty ship to windward, sailing fast and free. Cruising down the coast of the high Barbary. Oh, are you a man of war or a merchant ship, cried we. Blow high, blow low, so sailed we. Not a man of war, but a merchant ship, cried she. Cruising down the coast of the high Barbary. Well then, haul your topsail round now and heave your vessel to. Blow high, blow low, so sail we, for we have got a message to be carried home by you. Cruising down the coast of the high Barbary. Oh, I'll haul me topsail round now and heave me vessel to. Blow Low, high, low, low, so sail we, but only in some harbor when along the side of you, cruising down the coast of the High Barbary. For I'm not a man of war, nor a merchant ship, cried she. Low, high, low, low, so sail we. I'm a salty pirate and I'm looking for my fee, cruising down the coast of the High Barbary. Broadside to broadside, a long time we did lay. Low, high, low, low, so sail we, until the Prince of Luther shot the pirate's mast away, cruising down the coast of the High Barbary. Yes, cutlass to cutlass, we fought for hours three. Low, high, low, low, so sail we. Well, their ship it was a coffin, and their grave it was the sea, cruising down the coast of the High Barbary. Oh, for quarter, that salt sea pirate cried. Low, high, low, low, so sail we, but the quarter that we showed them was to sink them in the tide, cruising down the coast of the High Barbary. There were two jolly ships, and from England they set sail. Low, high, low, low, so sailed we. One was the Prince of Luther, and the other Prince of Wales, cruising down the coast of High Barbary. Well, of all the many and fascinating ways to die, hanging is one of my favorites. Now, for every good hanging, you need at least two participants. One being the victim, or hangee, as it were, and the other the hangman or hanger. This particular song is written from the hanger's point of view. Oh, they calls me hanging Johnny. Away, boys, away. They says I hangs for money. So hang, boys, hang. They says I hangs for money. Away, boys, away. They says I make it funny. So hang, boys, hang. Well, first I hanged me granny. Away, boys, away. I strung her up so canny. So hang, boys, hang. And then I hanged me pappy. Away, boys, away. You see, it made me happy. So hang, boys, hang. And then I hanged me mother. Away, boys, away. Me sister and me brother. So hang, boys, hang. I hanged me sister Sally. Away, boys, away. Strung her up in the alley. So hang, boys, hang. Then I hanged me brother Randy. Away, boys, away. I strung him up so handy. So hang, boys, hang. Oh, I'd hang Jean, Joan, or Polly. Away, boys, away. things jolly. So hang, boys, hang. Oh, a rope, a chair, a ladder. Away, boys, away. I'll hang it, it don't matter. So hang, boys, hang. Oh, I'd hang the bleeding friar. Away, boys, away. Hang him for a liar. So hang, boys, hang. So we'll hang and hold together. Away, boys, away. All for better weather. So hang, boys, hang. I said hang, boys, hang. I said hang, boys, hang. Well, my time draws short. I must be away soon. But before I leave, I think I should like to sing a song and dedicate it to our own good Queen Bess. A song about her mother, Anne Boleyn. As soon as I get this capo properly placed. Oh, in the Tower of London lodges life. The ghost of Anne Boleyn walks, they declare. For Anne Boleyn was once King Henry's wife, until he had the Axeman bob her hair. Oh yes, he did her wrong long years ago. But she stops him each night to tell him so. With her head tucked underneath her arm, she walks the pretty tower. With her head tucked underneath her arm in the midnight hour. She's going to catch King Henry to give him just what for. She's going to have to tell him off for having spilled her gore. And just in case the Axeman wants to give her an encore, she's got her head tucked underneath her arm. She's got her head tucked underneath her arm. She walks the pretty tower with her head tucked underneath her arm in the midnight hour. She walks those drafty corridors, for miles and miles she goes. She sometimes catches cold, poor thing, it's cold there when it blows. It's awfully awkward for the Queen when she has to blow her nose. With her head tucked underneath her arm, with her head tucked underneath her arm, she walks the pretty tower. With her head tucked underneath her arm in the midnight hour. Now sometimes good King Henry throws a spread for the lords and ladies in his ghostly crew. The Axeman carves the joint and cuts the bread. Then Anne Boleyn stops in to queer the do, for she holds her head up with a wild whoop. And Henry says, don't drop that in the soup. With her head tucked underneath her arm, she walks the bloody tower. With her head tucked underneath her arm in the midnight hour. One day she caught King Henry down in the castle bar, says he. Are you Jane Seymour, Anne Boleyn, or Catherine Parr? For how in the sweet centurion should I know who you are? You've got your head tucked underneath your arm. I thank thee ever so kindly. Thou hast been a most magnanimous and enjoyable audience. I hope to see thee again sometime. Before I go, however, let me show you something. I happen to have not only one or two, or actually 3 already framed portraits of myself, Phillip Hole. Ta-da! And if thou shouldst act quickly, I will include lists of my favorite songs on the backs of each and every one of these portraits. Oh, and wait, there's more. Should thou act today, I will include not only that, but this enchanting little bauble I like to call a circular discus. Yes, this enchanting little bauble looks wonderful hanging off any appurtenance on a cart, carriage, or chariot, so feel free to get in touch with me. I thank thee. Have a pleasant day and a better tomorrow. And may it be a very long time before you become a customer of mine. Just remember, the longer you live, the sooner you bloody well die. I thank thee, fare thee well.
Fantastic! Cheers to all of these wonderful performers. They quicken the blood, they raise our spirits. If you would like to show your appreciation for them in a very real and meaningful way, feel free to toss a coin or a Venmo to your whipper, your singer, your actor, or your acrobat. Their tip jars should be listed here in the descriptions, in the comments, and lo, even upon the screen. Many of the professional artists presented here today are headed into these uncertain times with no gigs in sight, and they will be very grateful for your generosity. After all, without you, we are all just lunatics yelling into the Ethernet. With you cozied up to the show at home, we become part of something bigger, a community. So how do you bring the fair feeling home in between shows? Do you put on your garb to watch? Whether you live in a yurt, a mansion, a camper, any place can feel more like the Halloween season at Ren Faire with a few hay bales, some gourds, maybe some orange twinkle lights, maybe a chalice of pumpkin spiced mead, maybe an intoxicated person dressed as a stormtrooper wandering around looking for the privies. You do the holidays your way. Meanwhile, consider becoming a patron of the fair at patreon.com/Digital Ren Faire to enjoy our exclusive encore series, t-shirts, your name in the credits, custom-made songs, all kinds of goodies.
Hello, I'm the Lady Victoria, and I'm here to thank some of the Digital Ren Faire's patrons over on Patreon. Would like to send a special thank you out to Kevin Raber, Cheryl Ansel, Caitlin Bright, Kevin Toddish, and Angie Hayes. Thank you so much for keeping live entertainment alive.
Ooh, I love this next act, and I have gotten to know them both backstage and as their adorable characters on the weekly online D&D show, A Nat 21 Adventures. Grab your benches and welcome to your screens, Barely Balanced. Greetings, humans. Welcome to Halloween with Barely Bellin. Tell me, what did the autopsy report say about the man who was crushed by a prize-winning pumpkin?
What's that?
He was gored to death.
But what happened? But what happened to the prize-winning pumpkin?
Unfortunately, it was squashed. Gotta stop doing that. Oh! Welcome to Halloween with Barely Bellin.
We are gonna do a some tricks, but there's also gonna be some treats. Yum 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 yum.
I like that you forgot we were gonna do tricks. Like, that's literally just our thing. That's the one thing we do every day.
Which it was
all
really,
the time.
really sad when my guidance counselor told me that was the one thing I was good at, was just turning tricks. growing up in Cleveland. Okay, so first trick with a treat. Under the leg.
Whoop. Oh!
Let's get this show started.
Let's do something scary. Oh no! This is the scariest part of our show. It's like the world's biggest changing table.
And I had Taco Bell for lunch.
No! They never give us enough napkins. Are you ready?
Ready.
Woo, 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 woo. Oh, the fender bender.
Yeah. I'm just glad your airbags didn't go off.
Me too. Good people at home, it's time for the moment you've all been waiting for, where I get to juggle these razor blunt clubs over my husband's face.
I'll take your silence as a sign of respect.
Yeah, you know what? This is weird. It's a special occasion. It's Halloween.
What?
People don't want to see me juggle clubs. They want to see me juggle knives.
What?
Heck yeah!
No! You mean these knives I placed right next to me for this exact moment? Well, I'm not prepared for this at all.
Yoink.
Everything is awesome.
It's been an honor.
Got it.
All right. Actually, hang on. Medium.
Yeah.
Do you think you can aim me at the camera? Hi.
Have fun explaining those screenshots.
All right, get your hands in the ready to type applause position. In 3, 2, 1, hit it! Woo! Woo! Hey, yeah. Oh, this has been so much fun so far. Do you want to do a bonus stunt?
Yeah.
Yeah? Heck yeah.
Bonus stunt. Okay. Let me turn those so that way we can face the camera.
Okay. Okay. Ready.
Ready. Hello, children! Welcome to Butt Puppet Theater, a new production from Shakespeare.
To pee or not to pee?
Not to pee. I learned this move in college. I was constantly sweeping ladies off their feet.
So, not romantic, just a really aggressive janitor.
and we're gonna show you how we do leg day. Ready? Hey! Woo! Woo! What is your favorite color?
Blue. No, yellow!
Oh! Oh, hey! Cameron, do you know what a vampire's favorite holiday is?
What is a vampire's favorite holiday?
It's Thanksgiving! I just thought it was Halloween. It was not, and you know what? Ghosts, their favorite holiday isn't Halloween either. You know what a ghost's favorite holiday is?
What?
Hauntaca.
I actually really like that one. Oh.
Hold for applause. For this next stunt, we want to do something dangerous using an item that is as down home and classic as apple pie. The hula hoop.
And then we're going to ruin your childhood by performing it as awkwardly as we can get away with this close to Amish country.
Yup. He's right, because we're not going to spin the hula hoop like this. Oh no. We're going to try to use both of our bodies to spin this hula hoop using only our butts. There's your bony butt.
Happy Halloween!
Yay.
I'm a skeleton.
Hey, do you know how this trick is like Amish country?
How's that?
Because when I can't see your face, I miss you. Okay, that was the only nice one in the whole show. We're totally gonna go back to being mean now. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Cut.
Which way are we gonna spin it though?
We're gonna spin it to the left.
So to your left or my left?
To my left. My left.
So your left, right?
Yeah?
Okay, hold on. So, like this?
Oh, I do like this. That's a nice booty. You know what? If we're gonna do this, let's do it right. We're gonna light the whole stage on fire and add to this hula hoop 6, count 'em, 6 torches.
Wait. Are you telling me that this isn't hot enough? Well, there goes 37 hours of TikTok dance training.
Hey, careful. You say TikTok 3 times in a row, 12-year-old shows up and tries to shuffle dance themselves right off the balcony.
They shuffle off this mortal coil and then land into the dirty soil. We clean them with a thorough boil and serve them to you wrapped in foil. Enjoy your turkey legs.
Oh, take that, 12-year-olds and Jason Derulo. There you go.
All right. Let's get fired.
Aye, aye, Captain. Oh.
Ooh.
Touch your butt to mine. All right. Oh, here we go. Ready?
Ready.
Let's wiggle. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, let's juggle. Up. Hop.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Oh, we have crossed these buns.
This girl is on fire. Ready?
Oh my goodness! Ah! Okay. What type of pants do ghosts wear trick-or-treating? They wear boo jeans.
Guys, it's large. Open up.
Someone's knocking at our door.
Let's go see who it is. Let's go see. Wow, we never get guests over here. Who could it be?
Yes. Let's see. Ari!
I always do this. Knock, knock.
Okay, who's there?
Fozzie.
Fozzie who?
Fozzie 100th time trick or treat.
Okay, we got it. Well, what do you think?
Yeah, a trick or treat. What is it gonna be?
How about tricks for treats?
Oh, show us what you got. 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 Show us what you got.
Well, I guess that's fair. Man, I really wanted some candy. Luckily, I brought both. Now I know what you're thinking, friends. Large, we didn't know you could whip. That's because I can. We're gonna try it anyway. But my friends, you want something even more stupid, something even more dangerous, like behind the back. I know what you're thinking. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a lollipop? Well, it usually only takes me one crack. I'm not stalling. Shut up. But my friends, if you want to see something even more spooky, something even more Halloweeny, type in a ghost emoji now. What we will now attempt to do is a stunt with the most controversial candy of all time. That's right, friends, candy corn. If you want to see this, type yeah. Of course you don't, because they're trash. We're moving on. What I now will attempt is something so dangerous, something so delightful, it would make Martha Stewart turn in her grave. She's not dead? Okay. Sorry, Martha. She's watching right now. Big fan. I will now attempt to carve this pumpkin. It worked. Well, my fiends, we have come to the last whip trick of the show. What I will attempt to do is whip this dum-dum out of this dum-dum's mouth. But wait, I know what you're thinking. What about the mustache? I know, it's my favorite part of me too. Don't worry, that's why I have this OSHA approved safety helmet. You're welcome. All right. All right, my goblins and ghouls, stick around because small and medium are gonna bring the pumpkin spice. And then I disappear.
Ah! That was amazing!
It was so good!
Woo! You got more cracks than a skeleton spine!
I tell you what, you get all the treats! Yeah! Oh my goodness!
Boom! Hey, do you know what the zombie's favorite dish detergent is?
Dish soap.
What's a zombie's favorite dish soap?
What?
Dawn of the Dead. Nailed it.
Oh, that's so good! Oh, whole in yum. Now at this point in the show, I know there's somebody thinking, I want fire!
Yeah.
Well, you're in luck, because my father always said, you've got to fight fire with fire. And that's why he didn't make it as a firefighter. But he also said, put your blood, sweat, and tears into everything you do. He also lost his job as a bartender. But today we will combine both of those into one ridiculous stunt.
One ridiculous stunt that is brand new for us. So we hope that you enjoy it. Ready?
Ready. Lords and ladies, I will now attempt to lift over 209.
Hey!
I will attempt to lift an undisclosed amount of weight while also remembering our anniversary.
That's impossible. Are you ready?
Yeah, can you, move your bottom foot up just slightly?
How's that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Remember, kids, if you catch one of my vertebrae, you get to keep it.
Ooh. Still a better trick-or-treating prize than apples and toothpaste. Ready?
Ready.
Ooh. This stunt may or may not require some at-home participation. If you should happen to see this hula hoop flying through your screen, it's time to participate.
Back. Ho ho ho!
Oh, wow.
Nice.
This is totally what it would look like if acrobats crossed the Delaware.
That is still not the weirdest way someone has entered New Jersey.
Entirely true. Whoa.
Ready.
Ready?
1, 2, down, up.
Woo.
Ho ho ho!
Ready.
Getting the lighter.
Flame me Hatman. We're about to demonstrate an ancient medieval torture technique known as cardio.
Removing the knives. Vasectomy. Vasecto you.
Bun hoop. Go.
Heels.
Hit it!
Heels. Yeah! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Woo!
Oh my goodness! I'm so glad that worked!
Yeah. Spin move.
Yeah! Ah! Time for Trick or Treat, Smell My Feet edition.
Ready? I love you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry, I was like way too direct on that one. I went up your nose. You literally had to smell my feet.
A slow motion recreation while I try to catch marshmallows.
That's also, I believe, how Neo dodged bullets in the Matrix. He's finally starting to believe.
If I can control this marshmallow.
Margaret.
What?
There is no marshmallow. It's a speedball.
It's not a speedball.
Ready?
Ready.
Hey! So why did the ghost go to the bar? For the booze. He wanted to get sheet-faced.
Are you guys having a good time so far? If so, type boo in the comments. Actually, don't, because it just will sound like you're booing us. Type yeah.
Well, it's not over yet. We still have our 2 big finale stunts to do.
And if you'd like to send us some treats, you can. I'm saving up for pumpkin spiced everything.
What we recommend you do is take out your wallet, pull out a 5, and mail us your wallet.
Please include all of your PIN numbers.
Or you can just send us a tip on PayPal or Venmo at Barely Balanced.
The links to both these sites are appearing now on screen and in the comments.
But now it's back to the show and risking our lives for your entertainment. Medium!
Yes, Margaret, my love.
Medium is small.
Thank you. Yes, small.
Legally, you have to refer to me as small.
Sorry, we were in these outfits. Yes, Madam Small.
Oh! Medium, are you ready
I am ready.
for this? 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Oh, hello there. What is Dracula's favorite ice cream flavor?
What is his favorite ice cream flavor?
Vanilla.
Straight illa.
My fingies.
It's got marshmallow on it.
And now it's time for our big finale stunt.
Now this one I'm still not the best at, so I'm going to perform it up here. That way if I do fall, I can land on the camera. That way we destroy the evidence. Here we go. Oh, don't go into that hole. Okay. This is all a part of my plan to become the world's weirdest old man. Regular walkers are for beginners. Now no nursing home can contain me.
Yeah, here comes a White Walker.
Okay, everybody at home. How many seasons of Game of Thrones does it take to change a light bulb? Type how many.
How many?
It takes 8 if you want to screw it completely. You got one? Okay.
Yeah. Coming in. Whoa! Oh, hi, everybody at home. Tell me, why did Jaime Lannister get fired from the cereal factory?
Why?
Because he kept throwing bran out the window.
I like that one. Ready?
Ready?
Now, if Margaret falls, I want you to all know that it wasn't my fault. I was framed.
Right. Here goes nothing.
And by that, we mean my lower back.
Do you want to build a hernia? I know what you're thinking. Then yeah, we are available to put up your Halloween decorations.
Hey, Small.
Yeah.
What do Halloween decorations and Epstein have in common?
What?
They don't hang themselves.
You heard it here first, folks. Ready? We're crazy, not stupid. Here we go. Our big finale stunt. Get ready to make some noise! Yeah!
Yeah! Woo, 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 woo!
Woo! And finishing blow!
That was so much fun!
Thank
So
you
proud of you.
very, very much. We have been
Barely Balanced! Now let's go smooch each other's faces. I want Halloween treats. Here, dip me.
Beautiful.
Dip me. I want to be a flyer now.
You're beautiful princess.
Oh, falling.
Just wow. Please give it up for all of our performers. I hope that our digital adventure today has brought you cheer and raised your spirits. And so, before we close out the show, let's make a toast. A toast. Here's to the Rennies. May we all stay healthy. Here's to the many ways that we are so wealthy. Here's to those days when we feel at loose ends and then remember the joys of fair and our friends. A toast. On that note, this has been the Halloween edition of Digital Ren Faire. I want to thank you, each and every one of you, and yes, even you, for joining us. I am Madame Onca, the hardest working woman in show business, your hostess with the ghostest, and today your tarot lady. Please join me at my weekly Pay What You Can, all levels online classes. You can find more about that down in the show descriptions. If you would like to catch more Digital Ren Faire throughout the year, please keep an eye on the Facebook page for upcoming shows and do consider giving us permission to send you notifications. Now, my friends, go forth and make mischief. # Digital Ren